host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned. Will be a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Vikings, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They're going to look to throw.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The Vikings at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 3. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next week.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing again on second down. Allen. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
You can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Now back to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Allen on third. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be out of bounds. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons.
Ken Walker
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
And that flag accepted. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And this time, they'll just keep this on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, it's Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Calvin Austin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Marcus Jones
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are back within a score. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air, Allen.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They run it with Chandler.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 9. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun, Allen. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Now Chandler.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Ty Chandler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2nd and 11. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burke. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burke.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Chigakonkwo
from 21 yards away.
And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Garrison. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
He's back to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. A big play there for Minnesota. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. So Allen's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians.